Hey guys, it's Tom from Velocity here, back in the showroom with another video for you today. I'm stood here with this absolutely amazing pink Ranger classic Ford Bronco resto mod, of course, built by the team here at Velocity. We're going to take a full walk around it with you today as if you were standing here in the showroom with me. We'll start by talking about the paint. Of course, it is a pink Bronco, a pink and white Bronco, and these vehicles have become a real staple in our lineup. There's a number of popular colors that we do, and honestly, pink has become one of those more popular colors. We always tend to have one in stock or in build just because pink is so popular, and this vehicle is no exception. It's this classic pastel pink. It's not a specific Ford pink. It's not a specific color that we've pulled from another car. It is a custom pink, and we made the pink to be a little touch more pastel than a pink normally would be. So you're going to notice some people kind of call it a baby pink. It's not a super bright pink. It's a dialed back pink, a pastel pink, and goes really well with our other kind of baby colors. We've got baby blues, we've got a light jade, we've got our seafoam. All of these kind of pastel colors work really well together, and pink is no exception. So pink for this truck, and it looks great. It's a flat paint, it's not a metallic, again in that pastel kind of classic theme. And so really this is, it becomes a really kind of modern twist from the paint color perspective with a classic look, and certainly more on the feminine side, although we do have a couple of male owners of these pink trucks too. So that's the color anyway, a really, really nice pastel pink. Let's take a walk around the front of the vehicle, and we're going to introduce now some of the elements that come part of that Ranger package. First couple I want to talk about are going to be the Wimbledon white accents. We'll start with the grille insert. We've got the classic Ford Bronco grille here, but you can see that because we've done the pink with the Ranger, we've actually taken the grille this contrast color Wimbledon white. You can do that on any vehicle, but when we do a Ranger package, especially with this pink color scheme, it just looks really, really good. It kind of finishes it off. Red Ford lettering on the grille too. That's a really nice detail. And then going down the vehicle, you're going to notice front bumpers also being powder coated in Wimbledon white, again as part of that Ranger package, which is really nice. A couple of technology things to touch on. The first is going to be the LED headlights. These are a Holley Retro Bright LED headlight. They look like a classic, they look like a classic halogen lamp, but they're not. They are LED. They're really hard wearing, a really, really great product. We love them. We've just started using them. We're using them more and more regularly now, and for good reason. They work like a modern headlight, but they look super, super classic. Another thing that I want to mention on the front of the truck is going to be this stripe. Again, part of the Ranger package is the hood stripe, part of the kind of Ranger decal set that we do. But what's really nice when we do these pink trucks is instead of doing this internal color orange, which is typically what we would do on a Ranger package, we actually make it pink. And there's a lot of little pink details that I'll come on to in a second like that we kind of break the mold on these pink trucks. But anyway, that's the hood Ranger package stripe. Really, really nice option there. Walk down the side of the vehicle, then you're going to start to notice some other colors, including chrome. All right, but we'll keep on the theme for a second on the Ranger package. That Ranger stripe that we just talked about on the hood is matched all the way down the side of the truck with that Ranger decal. It's a decal, it's not hand painted. We get asked this question a lot. The reason it's a decal and not hand painted is, where do you think the most rock chips appear on these vehicles? Of course it is behind this front wheel and at the back over this arch here. And so if you hand paint these stripes, they're going to get chipped really quickly. Fixing a chip on a hand painted stripe, especially if it hits the detail line, the pink, is going to be really difficult. So that's why we do the decal package. So it's much easier to replace if there is a paint chip. It almost acts like a paint protection film when we do this decal. So Ranger decal all the way along the side. You can notice the wheels too. They're also in Wimbledon white, and when you go into the Ranger package, you get these steelies. So Ranger package is like our classic package, basically. The wheels are no exception. So Wimbledon white, classic steel wheels. Then the other colors that we mentioned, chrome coming in. So chrome badging on the side, radio antennas chrome, your side mirrors are chrome, your door handles are chrome. And on this vehicle, and again, because it's this pink Ranger and because it's classic, we've just gone for the new but OEM style handles and side mirrors. So they're not the billet upgrade. They're very classic looking, very original, brand new pieces, but OEM style parts, which is really nice. Come down the side of the vehicle a bit more, you're going to notice the billet fuel cap. That's an option on all Velocity Broncos, really, really nice option. And come down the side and to the back of the vehicle, and you're met with more pink. So final couple things to touch on externally on the Ranger package is going to be that rear bumper is also powder coated in Wimbledon white, and the Ford lettering here is also being matched up, including this really nice little pink detail that matches the detail on the stripes, which is really, really awesome. Velocity build badge. You've got LED rear lights and side marker lights as well, which is really nice. open the tailgate and you're going to start to see some of that Ranger interior. Back of the tailgate has been Raptor lined, so we tinted this truck bed lining in pink to match the rest of the truck, but it is a hard wearing surface, it's not painted. That's so when you're pulling things in and out of the truck, putting things in the back of the load area, you don't scratch the back of the tailgate, makes it really easy. And then for further protection, actually in the tailgate itself, you've also got this Ranger mat, which is really nice. A white bamboo weave, it's a bamboo material, super breathable, feels really nice. It's also what we use for the seat inserts to match. You're also going to notice that the Velocity logo on that mat has gone pink. Again, I talked about little pink details. That's one of them. The Velocity logos go pink on all of these pink trucks with this Ranger package, which is really, really cool. Come back down the side of the vehicle then. One quick thing I want to touch on is going to be the roll cage. So the whole roll cage has been powder coated and painted in white. Again, Wimbledon white to match the Ranger package. That's part of the Ranger package is the roll cage in white. Doesn't matter if you go for the 4-point cage or the 6-point cage. That goes white too. And then let's take a look at the interior. Get a good look in there before I take a seat and walk you through it. But you're going to notice immediately white details, pink stitching, and that Ranger package inserts. We'll start by going through the door panel here. You're going to see OEM fitment in terms of your window regulator, in terms of your armrest here, your door release, your door cup. All of this is standard OEM, but the actual door card itself is finished in this Ranger white leather with the inserts coming through, and all this little detail here, the pink stitching is just really, really nice, again, as part of that Ranger package. Full Focal speaker system in this vehicle, we'll get onto that in a second, but in the door panel, you've got this inbuilt speaker from Focal, which is really nice, and getting into the vehicle is really easy because I've got amp-powered side steps that come in and out or from below and above the vehicle when you shut the door. I'll show you how that works by just hitting the actuator here. Up they go. So when the door's shut, that's activated, and as you open the door, they come back down, ready to get in and out. That's a really nice option that you get on all our four-wheel drive products, Bronco being no exception. Okay, let me talk you through this interior in more detail then. So, steering wheel in front of me is our classic wooden rim steering wheel. It's really nice. It has chrome spokes on the side, Ford badging in the middle, and of course this wooden handle grip, which is just looks amazing and also feels amazing. It's ridged at the back, so really easy to grab onto, thin enough, really good to get grip on it, just a really good steering wheel. We really like this product. Behind that, we've got a tilt steering column. It's really nice, just simple, works, but gives you that extra adjustability. The seats are also super adjustable too, so I've got more back and forth if I need it, which is nice. And then behind the steering column and then into the dash pad, you're going to notice this brand new Dakota digital instrument cluster. Brand new instrument cluster by the guys at Dakota. It looks like a classic instrument cluster, but of course it's not. It's digital. There's a small screen in here that turns on, gives you some more information if you need it, your odometer, your speed. I find the speed the most useful. There is a mile per hour in the actual binnacle itself, but this little screen will display like a live mile per hour, kind of like in a modern car. I find that really useful to read just as I'm driving, but lots of different lots of different information can be displayed in there, which is really cool. Velocity Flying V is also in the instrument cluster, which is really nice. Look at this pink dash. Whole dash has gone pink, as has the dash pad in the white with the pink details. Come on to that more in a second, but that looks really nice. So that from this side of the vehicle is about everything I want to cover. Take a closer look at this seat then. This is the Ranger package seat, so it comes with these inserts. They're a super breathable bamboo weave, and they just give the seat that extra classic look. And then of course, because it's a pink Ranger, like I've already mentioned, we added a pink stitch the outside of the seat all the way around. So really, really nice detail, hand-stitched interior here that is lovely with these super breathable Ranger inserts. If you did want to build a truck and you wanted ventilated seats, these are breathable to the point where you can actually have vented seats through them as well, which is quite a popular option and a really nice option as well. Coming to the cubby box then, you've got the standard Tuffy box, which is just good, solid, all-around workhorse of a middle cubby box. Really nice cushion on the top for your armrest. It is fully cushioned and again, finished in this really breathable material with the pink stitching as well to match. Open it up, there's a ton of room in there. It is lockable, so if you take the truck to the beach, you want to leave some valuables in there safe. This is fully attached to the floor of the vehicle. It's not going anywhere, and you can lock stuff in the cubby box. There's a slot for your phone and also two chargers, a USB-C and a USB 3.0, and two drinks holders. Really simple, really usable, great, very effective. You're going to notice as we go then into the bottom of the vehicle onto the flooring, you're going to see these full Ranger mats. This is a full transmission tunnel cover mat. It doesn't just go in the footwells of the vehicle like they normally do. It goes all the way over the transmission tunnel, and that's part of that Ranger package. It just kind of makes the vehicle look a bit more complete, a bit more classic. For your high and low range, for your four-wheel drive controls, you've got hand-stitched leather gear gauge here as well. That all matches, it looks really nice. Then up above, you're going to see all of this really nice AC plenum and all the console here for your AC. You've got full vintage air AC system in this vehicle, like in all Velocity vehicles. It's their newest generation of AC system. It's controlled by these three dials here. Really, really easy to control. But basically, you've got super cool air, warm air if you need it. But down in Florida, really here is about the AC. If you're going to take this vehicle to the beach, it's going to be warm. You're going to want to stay cool. And so those vents do keep you cool. Even the open top vehicle like this, they really, really work, which is really nice. Very last thing I want to talk about is the radio, and this is the last thing that comes as part of that Ranger package. It's a vintage look radio, a classic retro sound radio. What that means is it looks like an original radio. It almost looks like you should be able to put a tape or a cassette in there, but you can't. It is actually a fully modernized Bluetooth head unit. It just looks super classic, even with these little dials and buttons and switches and extra stuff. It's a really cool look, so it doesn't ruin the look of the truck. But has some modern functionality. So there's a little microphone here on the driver's side. You can still accept calls, place calls, hook Bluetooth straight up to this. I love these systems actually because some of the modern systems that we use on other vehicles, it can sometimes be a little bit fiddly. You have to kind of look down and pair up codes and things to get the Bluetooth to work. In this system, there's none of that. Literally anybody can jump in the truck. Anybody can Bluetooth straight to it with the press of a button. And so you got friends riding in the car with you, in the truck with you. They want to put their music on. They want to be your kind of the DJ, passenger DJ, as it were. Very easy to connect to that system. And this system powers a full focal speaker system. So you've got speakers in the door panels as well as a full sub underneath here. Really, really nice sound system. It continues into the back of the truck too. But really, really great sound system by the guys at Focal. It's a super premium system. It isn't cheap. It's a really, really nice option. And again, that's what these trucks are for. They're meant for enjoying. They're meant for playing music through. They're meant for driving on, sunny days, having fun. So we don't skimp on the sound system. I think that's about it. We talked about this dash pad here that's been finished in leather. Of course, above me, I've got a bikini top that covers the driver and the front passenger. That's also finished in white, and there's a really nice detail with a Velocity Flying V in there too. Has also gone pink, which is really cool. This is great for keeping the rain off you if there's a light rainstorm, but also it's mainly about shade, right? It's about keeping you shaded from direct sunlight as you're driving along. So that in combination with the AC actually makes these trucks really cool when you're driving them along, cool as in temperature. They are super cool as well too. I think that about covers the interior. Let's go and talk about technical details next. All right, so we talked about how cool or cute this truck looks, but let's talk about what it can actually do on the road. So we'll start with the engine. Take a look at this engine bay. It's tight in there, but it looks super OEM. This engine is a third generation Coyote V8, so 5-litre V8 built by the guys at Ford. It's a brand new crate engine as part of the crate package that comes with the transmission. Basically what that means is it's super powerful. It's 460 horsepower. V8 will do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, which is crazy for a truck of this form. But more importantly, it's super reliable. So it's got lots of speed, easily capable of driving long distances on the highway at 70, 80 plus miles an hour if you want to do that. But more so, it's always going to get you where you need to go. It's very reliable. These engines are great. They come out of the box brand new. They're modern. They're easy to service, easy to work on, and again, just super reliable. You turn the key and they start every time. So that's a brand new third generation Coyote V8 for the engine. Behind that is a 10-speed automatic transmission, the 10R80. Again, a brand new transmission from Ford. 10-speed is really great. Most people are going to want to use these vehicles at higher speeds. I know a truck like this especially looks like it really would be a great ice cream getter, or going to the shops, or going to the park, or going to the beach. And of course, that's what a lot of people use them for. But to get to those places, you are going to probably have to go on a highway. You are going to need to go at speed. And so the 10-speed is really nice because when you're up at 60, 70 miles an hour, you're not in super high RPM and you're not in super high gear. You're going to be in 6th, 7th gear. You're not going to be in like stuck in 4th gear or something, high RPMs, which can give sort of exhaust drone and things like that. So it's very much like driving a modern truck. The gear changes are also super smooth with a 10R80, which is really nice too. So modern automatic transmission, 10-speed. For brakes, we've got disc brakes all the way around this truck. You can't see them behind the Steelies that we talked about earlier, but there is disc brakes all the way around this vehicle by Willwood. They're a hydro-boosted disc brake system. Basically what that means is that brake feels really good. It doesn't feel super soft. It's really good. It stops you very quickly, stops you in a straight line. It's important for us to also provide you the ability to stop as well as go safely. And so that's what those disc brakes do by Willwood. Really nice option there. Final thing to note is going to be the chassis on this vehicle, and the chassis is built by the guys at Roadster Shop. What does that mean? It means it's an upgraded, tighter, stiffer, firmer chassis, but actually it just gives you peace of mind. RS built an amazing chassis a great suspension platform for our suspension, and so this truck corners as well as it drives in straight lines. There's multiple videos of me driving these trucks at 70 plus miles an hour with no hands on the wheel. Again, that's not just to do with this engine, it's also to do with the chassis and the suspension setup that we run. You know, it's very easy to make these trucks go fast. It's much more difficult to make them drive well in straight lines and drive well in the corners. And this vehicle certainly is capable of doing both those things very, very easily. So truly a daily driver. Other things to note in this engine bay, there's lots of OEM things and fixtures, but a couple of proprietary things I want to touch on. Proprietary Velocity serpentine system for the Coyote. That's a really nice option, just keeps everything really neat and tidy. Custom headers as well. And you're going to notice that the majority of the engine bay has also been finished in the pink Raptor lining, the pink tinted Raptor lining, as has the whole underside of this Bronco. So it's all got underside protection, bed lining, which is really, really nice. I think that about covers it. If you've got any questions, of course, about what the technical aspects of this vehicle are, if I haven't covered it, please do let us know. But the long and short of it is this truck will get you where you need to go reliably, easily, and in a comfortable manner. So that about wraps up this video. What is really cool about this truck is it's the first pink Ranger that we've actually had in stock, new Gen 3 with the 10-speed in quite some time. These vehicles tend to actually get pre-purchased as we're building them. So I said earlier in the video, we always have one in build, but normally they get sold before they're even completed. This is the very first one that we've had for a long time that's actually been able to complete and be in the showroom that's got all of this new technology in it. So it's a really nice opportunity. Obviously, the time of filming this video, we're coming up to Christmas, we're in November now, so it'd make a great Christmas present if that's something that you'd like to do, or if you want to buy it for yourself, maybe it's a Christmas present for yourself, that's cool too, but it's available, ready to go immediately. Some other things to note, you can finance these vehicles, so if you don't want to pay cash for a truck like this, obviously they're expensive vehicles, we do have flexible financing options. You can finance through a number of our partners, including Woodside Credit and Putnam Leasing, so lots of options there. This vehicle also comes with a 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, so if you have any problems, it's a 2-year bumper-to-bumper, no questions asked warranty. People often say, well, what does that really mean? It means what it says. Bumper to bumper, everything is covered. There are no questions asked. There is no quibble. It is all done through us. It's not handled by a third party. You ring us up and you let us know what you need. Some other builders will often advertise maybe longer warranties or different warranties. It's really important if you're comparing apples to apples to look at what warranties cover, because a lot of warranties will not cover bodywork. They won't cover rust. They won't cover paintwork. They won't cover electrical damage or leaks or things like that. Ours is fully bumper to bumper. So full 2-year coverage on this truck. We offer it because we know these vehicles are reliable. They know they're gonna work. We know what our quality control process is like. That's why it's such a good warranty, full coverage. The vehicle's available, ready to go. So if you want to buy it, it can ship within a week of letting us know that it's ready. Very, very simple purchasing process. This is going to make a great Christmas present or a great beach truck for somebody. Again, pink Ranger Bronco. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you've got any more questions, please leave a comment below or comment on Instagram or send us an email, pick up the phone. Whichever platform you're looking at, don't hesitate to get in contact.